Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Poole Harding. And today, we are doing it at a special time, 3 o'clock on your Eastern Dial. Today's special guest is, well, y'all figure it out in a minute, because it's a special guest. This basketball head is a 3-term District 41 City Council member that has been reshaping Brooklyn landscape along the way. As well as being a politician, she is a basketball head at heart. A former basketball coach with the fall community, she coached the 8-ball, the Iron Man tournament, and the Flatbush youth community. We are going to talk about our coaching days. Of course, we got to touch on the remodeling of the legendary Brevoort Coliseum basketball court. Excuse me. And this year's upcoming election, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow's upcoming election. Who you going to vote for? Well, let's get out to the polls and show our support. I'm taking questions as usual. So, without further ado, help me welcome to the show 3-term City Council member, Darlene Mealy.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped out into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. Awesome as usual. Blessed and highly favored.
I agree with that.
Yes, definitely. Well, I'm glad you could join us on Basketball Heads. As usual, we like to talk basketball, but tomorrow's a big day for you, so we thought we'd give you an opportunity to be heard.
Wow. Thank you.
know?
It is tomorrow's primary day, June 22nd. So many people are running, so many offices are at stake. Our future really is at stake. So I just want to thank everyone, y'all basketball heads, for being here today. But I'm a basketball head.
Yeah, and what I like to ask all my guests is, who introduced you to the game of basketball?
Guess what? Nobody introduced me to it. When I was in high school, I just wanted to keep myself busy. I said the more things I did, the less things I could get into.
Right.
And at that time, people was young. One of my friends was pregnant at 17. And so I just made sure I stayed myself occupied. I joined the girls basketball team, the tennis team, the track team. I was an All-American.
Oh, what school
And
did
then
you
went
go
to college playing basketball, BMCC.
Okay, all right, so we're going to get there. Because I didn't know all this information.
Yes.
I just thought you was a community coach. This is
Whoa.
awesome.
Yes.
No, this is awesome. What part of Brooklyn are you from?
Bedford-Stuyvesant. I lived there practically all my life. Right across from Brevoort. The Coliseum was there, but it was 4 girls. My mother didn't let us out that much. But whenever we went into the Coliseum, we tore it up, and then we disappeared. And they say, where those girls at? we won't come out till 4 months later.
Right.
But it was awesome.
Okay.
And that's Thomas Diggs. Wow.
Yes, definitely.
Wow. And the Montgomery family, the Jackson family.
Yeah.
That really, had the community as a one united front. And that's what I'm trying to bring back in Bed-Stuy at the Coliseum. We're going to rename the Coliseum Thomas Diggs. And to bring that Coliseum back to its original art. That's what I want to do.
Oh,
but we're going to need people to help us.
Days, as a youngster, I was blessed to take part in its heyday when Sonny Lewis had the reins there. So definitely.
That's good. Now that's
important.
And I think about people are saying that our kids are doing this and doing that. But if we don't have any facilities, resources that our young people could work and play, they will be out in the street. But now, even in Betsy Head, I did it 5 years ago. I put $20 million to put a dome, Betsy Head Park in Brownsville. To me, if we really about saving lives, all the elected officials need to invest in that. That we can have our children start Olympics. They could be ballerina, basketball, soccer, football, and a safe haven for the community.
Definitely, definitely. So, who are some of the biggest influences in your life coming up?
Bernard, New York Knicks. That's the only one I like. Wow. And John Starks was, woo, he was phenomenal. Maybe because his name is easy, but
Right.
that's all I thought about. Bernard and Starks.
Okay. Well, outside of that, like inside your home, you know, in the community, who was those people that you know that was played an influential role in your life and you coming up?
This is excuse me, I could say this is a young lady in the community that is still in the community to this day. Janie L. Bradley. She's my CPA also. She has a CPA in the community, Fulton and Utica. But
Yes, I've been there. I've used that place. Yes, I know.
she
Yes.
know me all my life. I used to sit on Herkimer Street, watch her come from Wall Street, her hair bouncing, her briefcase, and then she'd come right back out and go to the park, St. Benedict's, that's right across the street from Brevoort,
Right.
and she'd go in the park and tear those men up.
Really?
Basketball, yes. Yes, you should interview her.
Oh, I definitely will,
That's
and I will
somebody.
go back and reintroduce myself and let her know that we spoke.
That's it. That's it. She's the one. And I said, wow, I want to be that the same way. Go to work, girly, and then get out there and play basketball and tear the men up. And that has happened numerous times. I remember I played someone in Kingsborough, one-on-one, and I was beating him, a big guy. And he knocked me down so hard, and everybody said, oh, that's it. Because he knew I was going to win the game.
Right,
I'm
right.
that good.
Okay. Well, I think it's important for people like yourself, you know, myself, professionals, to be seen in the neighborhood, you know, so people can have models, other models to see. And
oh my goodness. You said it. Did you know I saw you Saturday? I was driving on Lafayette. I said, hey, I saw the blunt. And that's what you just said, something so phenomenal. I think about, I never bump into a lot of the elected officials at all.
Tell me about it.
They see me at certain place saying, what you doing here? But I feel I have to keep my finger on a pulse that I know who is who, what is what, how I can relate to everyone, that if a need come, I can help them. So that's why I feel I'm still in the neighborhood. I never left. So I don't understand, even with the police, if they lived in the area they serve, our community would be much better and stronger.
Definitely, definitely. I say that.
Thank you. You said a phenomenal thing.
I was actually going to spend some time with my little cousin, Tristan
And you had a young man with you too.
Yes. So that's my little cousin who I'm mentoring and, you know, help trying to grow and put him in the right direction, on the right track. So
that's good. Keep a hold to them young.
Yeah, we got to do that.
I appreciate you. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about, you know, you playing high school basketball, right?
Oh, yes.
And that very first game, what was that feeling like? What was those emotions like?
I still get those emotions right now when I have to speak. So imagine, the basketball games was phenomenal. I was a point guard, so I was really.
You was the leader. You was the leader at heart. You was the leader from the beginning.
I was really fast. And guess what? We started a women's basketball team in New York City Transit, and I was the coach.
Really?
Yes. Player coach. I played also.
All right.
Yes.
Let's put this out there. What high school did you play for?
Well, high school, John, 271, John Coleman, right there on Herkimer Street in
Yes,
Saratoga.
yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Then I went to BMCC College, Wingate High School, then BMCC.
So
So,
Wingate was the high school. The great
yes,
Jackie give me wrong. He played, excuse me, don't get me wrong.
Wingate.
Jackie Jackson, I think it is. Jumping Jackie Jackson.
I don't recall that name.
Listen, I'm going way past your days. He played against Connie Hawkins. He was
All
a
right, that's
superstar
different.
back then. So I make
Yes.
those connections.
Yes.
And Bernard Harding went there as well.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
That-
I couldn't remember it, but you got it. Thank you.
Yes, yes,
But-
yes.
And I wondered how. I always think back. How did Thomas Diggs do the first Olympics? I guess he did the wheelchair.
It was the midget league. It was the midget league.
Midget league.
Right?
So I
So
imagine
what happened?
he was way above.
What happened was,
Mhm.
as the Sonny Lewis tournament was kind of, dying down, and a lot of us was kind of transitioning and leaving,
out.
going to college, right?
Wow.
So it was like that next gap of kids who was coming up, who Sonny Lewis didn't service, because
Right.
we was on at the high school level. So his sons, they were younger, so they needed a place to play, and there was a need. And what
Wow.
Thomas Diggs did, he provided that need for his children and the kids in the community to have a safe haven to play. And that was the Brevoort Midget League, which is
That's
legendary.
good.
Yeah.
So I'm really throwing it out to the universe. How can we bring that back to its glory? I know we're gonna try to change. We're gonna change the name to Thomas Diggs Arena, but we need creative thoughts and building how we're gonna keep and remodel it also. We got to
Yes,
remodel
yes.
it properly that everyone could be in there safely and that we could use it more than just, for the summer. That's what I'm looking for, a planning group to really see how we can utilize that. And we need live and strong people in the neighborhood that have the community best interests at heart to be a part of that whole group of being the referees, just keeping the park clean, keeping the arena, renting it out to other people. Let's bring stars in. We need all of that. And it takes every last one of us, not just a handful. We thank God for Thomas Diggs, but we need more Thomas Diggs. Thomas Diggs and me,
I'll
everyone.
say this, not to toot my horn, but
Uh-oh.
I've been in Brevoort for a long time. My family's been here. And I did my due diligence to help to get them out of here. But I'm still here. The community knows me. You got guys like Kenny Patterson who are in the neighborhood, right? You got and what I'm saying, Amy, Angel,
Brown.
Brady. You got a lot of people that still
Still there.
invested here. But I'm saying this, I can speak for myself as being an educator for over 20 years, a basketball coach. Throw my name in the hat, and I'll be down to support anything that has to do with help rebuilding Brevoort.
Thank you. And I was a coach also of two
I know. Listen,
basketball
I used
teams.
to always I coached against you. Trust me. I will always kind of remind you that, remember, I used to coach against you, So, and then you became a politician, and then we would see each other, every now and again.
Just regularly. And
Right,
imagine, I didn't know the rules of basketball, but I just knew I wanted our youth to off the streets. And I had about 5 community gardens. So I would have them help me clean the garden. Then we'd go play basketball, practice, and then we have a game. And then they'd come back and I have to feed them at the garden. And sometimes we couldn't even find some of the parents. It was like I had extended children. So no matter what, we instill, if you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all. Every first Saturday of the month, you had to do Money Smart program. That means you had to learn how to budget your money. Instead of going to the corner bodega, go buy a thing of eggs, cook it yourself, and buy bread. You save so much money. One young man had credit cards already at 16 years old. He got rid of his credit card, started saved his money. We opened bank accounts. That's what is needed. More of that to let our children know you don't have to work for someone. Be an entrepreneur, your own boss. And that's what I'm instilling in young people right now. And on a bigger scale, I believe you and I can do it even bigger.
Oh, for sure. Definitely.
For sure.
Definitely. I've been talking to Coach Ray Haskins on the side. He's the godfather of basketball heads.
Wow.
You know, you got to keep the community connected. He's someone who was a mentor to all of us coming up, and someone who I lean on to for the history of New York City and the things that we need to do. So he gave me a few questions he would like me to ask you.
Okay.
Okay. So he like to say, first of all, he would like to credit you on your incredible job you did during your first tenure.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So we definitely want to give you a round of applause for that right there. All right. Definitely let that know. Yeah, we do that right here live.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No doubt. No
Really
doubt.
do.
So his first question was, can schools remain open during the evenings?
Yes.
Yeah.
They should be open. The previous administration, I gotta say his name, Hines. I always felt that Manhattan, Cy Vance was the DA in Manhattan. Whenever they did drug busts, they would take that money and put it in their gymnasiums that the kids in that area could be there all night to 12 o'clock at night. And when I asked that for our Brooklyn DA, the meeting will be over. And I mean, you could check the record on that. I felt that if we open up the schools, the gymnasium, all the youth centers, and have reliable and strong individuals running it that the community respect and know and reverence what they say. And even in the process of molding the young men and women, I feel they should stay open to 12 at night. Even sometimes it should be later for the adults. Yes, that's on my agenda.
That was one of the things that kept me out of trouble as a youngster, and a lot of other young men who use that as a
But imagine what our young people going through right now. It's nothing. Nothing.
But their phones and a lot of trouble to get into, you know.
Even with that, it's causing riots and shootings just over the phone.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the next question.
We call it the devil's playground.
Yes.
All right. So he said he also wanted to know if the park department can assign a recreation person year round. That person will be a resource for information similar to the 311 operator to the people in the community, where to find help, jobs, and where to go for medical assistance.
Yes. Oh, the parks department. We got to really work on them because I just went through a lot of stuff with the parks. Since the pandemic was over, I put in permits early. And all of a sudden, as it got closer to the political deadlines, all of a sudden they came unavailable. So I just feel that we should have a liaison from the parks that we would know exactly who is on the calendar, where if we look at that calendar, we could participate. I had something, a big skating thing June 19th, on Juneteenth. And they said it wasn't available, but guess what? We went there anyway, and we had a big roller skating event. So we definitely need that. That will hold the Parks Department accountable, and it'll let the community know what's going on in our parks. Those parks are ours.
Definitely.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Thank you.
All right, definitely. And salute to Coach Ray Haskins. One thing I wanted to know is, what are your plans for affordable housing and after-school program for teens and young parents?
Wow. The after-school programs is number one. But the parents, I think we need entrepreneurship programs with the small business services. I think that's going to be the key of recovery from COVID also. And the affordable housing, that's the one thing I hope people really check my record and see all the housing in my district. The 41st district is the last district that have land left in the whole city. And I try to make sure it's balanced. You can do affordable housing, and then you could do condominiums because that's
Yeah.
home ownership.
Yeah.
And I will partner with the federal government to make sure that we get those housing back. And to just check my record, I was not elected official at the time. If you go on Atlantic Avenue between Buffalo and Schenectady, it's affordable housing there right now with 1-bedroom apartment, 550, 2-bedroom apartment, $700, 3-bedroom apartment, $975 to this day. And I did that 8 years ago. So that's what kind of affordable housing I will be putting in. I don't mind some of the developments being mixed use, because sometimes if someone is living next door to you making 150,000 and you making 30,000, y'all could grow together, and that's building a community. Thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So now the biggest question is, why should people come out and vote for you? All the things that you did, you named some incredible things that you have done. I know I have a resident, I'm not going to name, who knew that you was coming on the show today, and they wanted me to ask, why should the people of Brevoort vote for you when they felt like, you came by, you played some music and did some barbecues? And I was like, wow. And this the person is a senior, so I had to put it in.
Yes. What do you mean? Why should they vote for me just because I did barbecues? I just did a senior event out of my own pocket. It's not, to me, when you vote for me, you voting for someone that's going to help the average everyday man and woman. Whatever I did it for the community. I would sit at the table with the speaker, Mayor Bloomberg. He's number one. With congestion pricing, I said no. I only had 12% of my district that drove to Manhattan. And guess what? That 12% meant so much to me that they invited me to Gracie Mansion, and you're arguing at each other. I said, if you start charging people to go over the Brooklyn Bridge, going to work, and to pay coming back, or to go over to the Manhattan Bridge and come back, that 12% could be without a job soon, because their livelihood is driving a car over that bridge. So congestion pricing did not go through because they needed my vote, and I did not vote for it, and I'm not ashamed of that right now. They're trying to do it again, but we as constituents have to be involved, go to those community boards meetings, and demand that we don't need congestion pricing. Imagine how young people get a brand new car, but they just barely have enough money to put in their gas tank, but then they got to pay a toll to go over the Brooklyn Bridge and come back. And a vote for me is a vote for yourself. You will bump into the grocery market with me. You'll bump into the laundromat with me, and I can handle your issues right then and there. And sometimes I ask them, I said, all right, if it's too complicated, I ask them to come to my office. And we had a debate, me and my opponent, and I said, if you could just downgrade someone, I said, I'm not going to go low. I'm going to go high. I talk about what I've done, what I'm going to continue doing. And one of the people in the audience said, her sign was off the office, but she never left. We didn't have enough money to get another sign. But once I was turned out, I wasn't beat out, I was turned out, I felt it was important for me to still handle the community constituent service. I'm still the female district leader of the 55th Assembly District. I appoint Supreme Court judges, civil court judges, and surrogate judges. And I appoint everyone who worked in the 55th Assembly District all the polling jobs. Right now, a lot of our constituents are making $3,000 for 9 days. So I feel if you go vote for me, you'll be voting for yourself. I'm the average day man and woman, but I'm elected official. I'm not a politician. I'm a servant of the people. I try to do all I can to make our lives better because I haven't left the neighborhood. Whatever affects them affects me. And that's why I know vote for me as your number one choice.
That was honest. And you can say, I'm bringing the Thomas Diggs court to life.
To
That's
life.
the key thing
To
right
life.
there, right? Because in the
Period.
last
To
25
life.
years, no one have done anything.
I
If
noticed that.
If that is something that you plan to do, everyone in Brevoort should come out and just plug the vote.
Yeah, but can I tell you something? From my mouth to your ears. I know the political establishment may hate me. I tried it with the Democrats all this time. I put 20 million in Betsy Head to save people and our community. Nobody else want to put money into it. But if I have to cross the border to the Republicans or anyone who's willing to help us make this dream come true, I'm going to do it. Because it's not about me. It's not about a party. It's about saving the community and building something that we can have a safe haven, that our children do not become a pipeline to public school to jail. Period.
And let me second that. That's so true. And I don't think the people will care which party, as long as we still know the face and the person.
Exactly. And I'm telling
doing
you,
what they need to do.
I have tried so much. So now I have to go a little deeper now. And the best thing is to make sure you get something that is right for your district, but you can look yourself in the mirror the next morning. My heart is good. And I hope Brevoort knows and the whole district know. I don't do things for form or fashion or to be seen. Because I tell you the truth, I do more events than any elected official out here. And half of it is out of my own pocket. And I don't get the accolades. I don't need it. But as long as I know the people are watching me, they see me, I'm helping them, they helping me, just saying, go girl, I got you. So I'm okay with it. And I just hope that our people vote me number one choice. That's it.
Definitely. They should, because we have former basketball players like Robert Carnegie, who played in Brevoort, who would not come up here and speak.
Ooh.
Oh, but Mel Davis was on the show, and then he came down and he met with you. So that's action right there.
Action.
Okay? That's
and we
action.
heard it from
all
his
about the
mouth.
action, not about the talking. That's it.
That's what. And I'm not a talker. When Mel Davis, he even endorsed me. And do you know, I prayed when I said, why did he chose me? He don't know me. But he checked my record and saw that nobody is really endorsing me, but the people are endorsing me. But he said, I want to help her. And once she get in there, we're going to do the Thomas Diggs Arena and make it back to its full capacity. And he's going to help me on that. Mel Davis, I thank you. I'm looking forward.
No doubt. Well, we don't going to keep you here too long. We just get to our point where we do our top five. All right? Top five. Okay. Ms. Darlene Mealy, give me your top five music artists of all time.
Really? Oh, God.
Top five. Think about it.
Top five. Oh, my God. Beyonce.
Woo! Beyonce.
Mary
all
J.
right.
Jill Scott.
Woo! Okay.
Shakira. No. Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys. And one more.
Oh, one more. Oh my God. John Legend.
All right. So, if you had to pick a dream team of politicians, it could be past, present, whoever you want to
Charlie
pick.
Rangel.
Top five. Woo!
Percy Sutton.
That's right.
David Dinkins. Who else? Oh God, the five. You know the five in Harlem. And I gotta say, the one in Brooklyn, Thomas Fortune.
Yes.
Bed-Stuy, Unity Democratic Club.
Yes,
Oh
definitely,
God.
definitely.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
yes. Let me
Yes.
tell you, was that the Democratic Club on Ralph Avenue?
Yes, I have that club now. Three clubs. I combined them into one.
Let me tell you, when I played for the Renegades and Coach Breeze back in the days, right? We went 21-0. We had a great season, and that propelled me to play at Lincoln going into my freshman year. Those
Yes.
values and those things that we learned back then, that club was our home. We got practice, we got our dress there, we got ready for our games there, we had
Yes.
our meetings there. So that Democratic Club was a pillar of the community in the early 80s to help
Wow.
young men like myself.
Yes, that's good. Well, we still thriving. That's the same way we have it on Utica now, Utica and Union. We have 3,000 square feet. We let the community utilize it. Every Friday, we call it Chew Chat and Chill, a fish fry
I'm
game
gonna come
night.
by one. I'm gonna come by one of these Fridays.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes. We got the women are still. One of her young girls are in a women's basketball team playing abroad. So we try to raise money that they can have. They have money in their pocket that we don't have to have our young people being compromised by not having money. So that's what a community is all about, and a political club. Wait till I win. You'll see what we really do when we get some money.
Listen, trust me. I'm gonna be behind you 100%.
Thank
Um,
you.
I like some of the things that you're doing.
Thank
Definitely the
you.
Brevoort
Oh
Coliseum
yeah.
and actually putting it into action. Thomas
Yes.
Diggs deserved this. He's done a lot for
Yes.
our community, and
Yes.
salute to him and his family. And thank
Yes.
you for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me here. And the best is yet to come. And I'm Darlene Mealy, your number one choice.
That's right.
Thank
Salute.
you.
Yes, yes.
All right.
All right, all
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you,
Take
Darlene
care
Mealy, for
too.
coming on the show.
Okay.
I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding, and you've been watching Basketball Heads, the
I'm
official
one.
home for New York City basketball. And now politics, right? Darlene Mealy breaking into the show. Have my guy Kahari Edwards up here. Listen,
Uh-oh.
from the new politicians to the seasoned politicians,
Thank you.
to everybody out there in basketball headland, I'm saying peace.
Peace and thank you.
Yes.
All right.